Hello and welcome to another video at Backpacking Light hosted on the Outdoors Station. Now you can picture the scene. You've been out for your day's walking, you've made the peak and you want a picture that shows you and the landscape. But sadly, as always, at arm's length we can never quite get enough in. How are we going to get around that? Easy, we use something called the StickPic, and if you use walking poles it gives you the chance to do this. There you are, all of a sudden you become part of the background. You can start to see everything that's behind you and you have that included into the photograph or the video. I'm looking at the screen on the video at the moment so I can see absolutely nothing because the weather's come in. But there you go, that's what you get when you spend an hour trying to make a video like this. But it gives you lots of fun opportunities. For example, if the scenery was wonderful, I could do a 360 like this and go, well, that's the north part of the hills, that's the east part of the hills, and that's the south part of the hills. But sadly, all you can see is mist. But that's not the point. The point is, it's a great fun product, and I've been taking photographs on the way up here, which I'll put into this video and show you exactly some of the things you can do with it. But it's so simple, all it does is slide onto the end of your walking pole, and obviously it screws into the bottom of the camera first, then slides into the end of the walking pole, and gives you the chance to get slightly away from the person, the main object, and get you and a group of friends all together, or even just see the mist. And this is the StickPic. There it is. It's such a simple little device, as you can see. It very cleverly consists of, I'll do it in close up there. See that? We can focus on there. There's the name, StickPic. It consists of a camera thread here, which screws on the bottom of the camera, and a locking nut there to lock it in safe. And it consists of a little hole, and that hole is slightly offset. It's not straight through, so when you look at the hole slightly sideways on, it goes down at an angle like this, and it's just the right angle for the camera to be slotted on the end of the pole. So let's just show you how you do it. Take one camera, this is the one I've been taking the pictures with today actually. Let's get the camera back in focus, and you screw that into the camera mount at the bottom there like that, so. Give it a good couple of turns to make sure it's definitely in, and then you just tighten up the locking nut to make sure it's nice and tight. Then you take a tip of yon pole, this is a Lecky Makalu pole I've got here, and then you, well in fact before you slide the camera on, it's always advisable to put the strap through the snow basket or the dirt basket, so that if the camera comes loose, obviously it doesn't come clattering to the ground, which is a bit of a disappointment if you're in love with your cameras. And to be fair, when I was taking the pictures today coming up here, it came loose a couple of times, but didn't clatter to the ground. And you just slide that on and just give it a couple of good shoves like that with the pole, and there it is. It's ready to rock and roll. And you obviously put the camera on self-timer, either on an automatic setting, program setting, or a manual setting, and then hold it out at arm's length. Now, the clever ones of you will instantly say, ah ha ha ha, but what about the focusing? Because obviously when you press the shutter on most modern compact digital cameras, it focuses at the same time as takes the exposure before it then fires the shutter. So what you do is you place the heel of the walking pole against the ground, point the camera down at the ground, do the focusing and fire the shutter there, and then take the camera like that and then hold it at an arm's length. And obviously the distance between the camera and the heel of the pole is going to be the same whether it's pointing down at the ground or it's pointing at you and the scenery. Easy. And that is the wonderful, simple, highly effective 11 grams StickPic, and they come in different sizes to suit different walking poles, and there's details on the website. So have a look at a few pictures I've taken literally today walking up here. Sadly the mist has spoilt the big video epic, but I hope that's been of interest to you, and you get one in your Christmas stocking. Changed today, because I know the guys from StickPic over in the the other side of the pond will be looking at this video to see how well I've done, and also to see the wonderful countryside. Whoa, wind. Wonderful countryside that we are surrounded by here in Malvern. But sadly, all you can see is this commemorative toposcope, which was erected to celebrate 60 years of Queen Victoria. And on top of here, there's a map which is covered in glass and mist. There you go. See that? And that points off all the wonderful surroundings around here, and the ones like behind me. There's the Brecon Mountains behind, and on the other side of the hills on this side there's Worcestershire and the Vale of Evesham and Cheltenham, and way over there's Oxford. But if nothing else, it just goes to show you it just goes to show you the versatility of such a simple unit like this. I think I've got water on the lens, I can't quite see it from here. Anyway, this is the StickPic, and I have to say I haven't had so much fun with a little item for a long time, and I'm sure many other people will as well. Less than 24 hours later, and look at the day. What a beautiful day. Fantastic, a real crisp autumnal morning. And I needed to bring the StickPic out to show you what it can do in the right hands and the right weather, as opposed to a day when it's peeing with rain. Behind us there, look, is the range that I climbed yesterday. That's the Worcestershire Beacon, the Malvern Hills. Malvern Hills is 9 miles long. And we're standing on the Herefordshire Beacon, which is Celtic pre-Roman earthworks built to defend against invading Romans and so on and so forth. But I thought I'd give you a quick 360. That behind me there is Breeden Hill and the Vale of Evesham, and towards the Cotswolds. Looking around that way is the south side of the hills, and if I lift this up a bit and round, you can see there some of the earthworks that were built, as I say, a couple of thousand years ago to protect the natives. And then further around this side we've got the Brecons and Hay Bluff, which of course is well over there in the distance, but you might be able to just make it out on a day like this. And then as I complete the 360, I'm back to the north side of the hills, and Rosie, who's looking very small. Come next to me, sweetie.
Go on, tiptoes.
Anyway, that's the StickPic. You can have loads of fun with it. Enjoy yourself. Cheers now, bye.
Bye.